Michael, Hitchin Town have been proudly known as the Canaries for generations. What does that nickname mean to you personally, and how do you think it reflects on the club's identity and style of football?
It's massive for the club, obviously, comparisons with Norwich, obviously, but I think it showed a couple of years ago when we had the FA Cup originals. The whole thing was to do with the Canary, the new badge design from the old one. Everything's been built around the Canary, so it's part of the community. It's a massive part of the club. So it's massive. Like we say, we've got good initiatives off it and things like that. So I say, we're proud of it, and like I say, we couldn't try it more in our badge and how we've changed it from where it used to be.
Yeah, I remember a game a few years ago. I think it was your anniversary where Norwich actually rocked up here and played. I can't remember what the score was.
It was about 10-2 to Norwich, wasn't it?
Like
they brought a strong team that day. So.
I think they had to use both change rooms
to
so many players. But the result on Tuesday, against Baldock, 5-1 win, which is brilliant. What aspects of the team's display pleased you the most? Was there any particular improvements you worked on in training that paid off in the game?
I think the aspects that were the most impressed were the ones that we changed a lot of players around. Toby came in for his first game in a while. Fernando had his first start. We signed him a year ago, but he's made his first start because he'd done his ACL. Stephen Gleeson came back into the squad. We got Diogo Freitas-Gouveia. He'd been out for 2 years.
Been here before, isn't he?
He come off the bench and had an impact. So I think that was actually the most pleasing thing, that we were able to give players minutes, much needed minutes, and they done well. But I just think the way we approached the game, we played at a tempo, we attacked the game really well. And we've been a bit more clinical in the last 2 games, when the first few games we've had a lot of possession, gets to the final third and we run out of ideas or lack of quality, wrong decision. When the last 2 games we've got in the final third and we've looked really good. So we've scored 9 goals now in the last 2 games. Amazing. So that's been the most pleasing thing, really.
I was just, when I speak to the lads just now, I think the Potters Bar game, I came here, you must have had about 20 chances and it just didn't look like it was going to happen, and then at the last minute it was pandemonium, wasn't it?
It's been difficult. There's been a lot of games here where we've dominated and just haven't put the ball in the back of the net, and you always leave yourself, if you concede then it's harder work and stuff like that. When the last 2 we've put the chances in and the games have been relatively comfortable.
Amazing. It must be nice as a manager to witness that the work you do, and to have games where you don't hit the back of the net so often, and then you've had this run of games now where you are scoring frequently.
We've always said, to be fair, this group's got goals in it, and because we create a lot of chances, and we always said that once we start taking them, we will start putting some teams to sort of to say. But recently, like I said at the start of the season, it was tough and it is frustrating, and supporters want to see wins and goals, and hopefully the last 2 games they've seen 2 good wins, they've seen 9 goals, 9 different goal scorers, and we want to continue that momentum for Saturday.
Exactly. I mean, several players probably stood out that night against Baldock, but is anyone in particular that you'd want to give a special shout out to for how they played?
I think Blue Joy has played really well recently. He just turned 18 the other day. He's come through our academy. He was at Baldock last year, but didn't. I think he made 2 appearances, so it was brilliant for him to have a good game, also score. So that was excellent. Like I say, I think Fernando coming back in after having sort of a year out and playing well for sort of 60 minutes, and Diogo coming off the bench after 2 years out, having an impact and scoring a goal. So I think everyone done really well, but they're the sort of 3 for me.
Fantastic. So looking forward to this Saturday. The match here against Welwyn Garden City promises to be a big one, especially with Beyond the Barclay covering it as part of their Canary Club series. How are you approaching that game, and what kind of challenge do you expect from Welwyn?
We're approaching in the same way I approach every game. We're going for the win. We want to try and win every game. There's no difference. We don't sort of change the way we want to play. We want to try and play on the front foot. It might not look like that at times, but we're always trying to play on the front foot, create chances, play at a high tempo. Welwyn will be a very tough side. They had a good run and nearly got in the playoffs last year, and I fully expect them to be in the playoffs this year. They've got some good players. Bailey Stevenson from Potters Bars come in and scored a lot of goals. They had Steve Corley, who was with us a few years ago, and experienced centre forward, got goals in him. They've got a few ex-players as well that we're sure will have a great game. So that'll be tough opposition. They're a proper sort of step 4 non-league side. But we're going to approach it with attacking intent, and we're going to try everything to get the win.
Fantastic. And then just finally, so a message for the fans with the extra spotlight this weekend, what would your message be to the Hitchin supporters and the wider community who will be watching and following the club's journey?
Yeah, we obviously have a good supporter base here. I think last year we spent the whole season in the bottom four, and we averaged 619 average attendance. So hopefully this year we've already shown good attendances. Our home form hasn't actually been that great, but we know once we start winning some games that the attendances will go even higher. So it's brilliant for the supporters. Any extra coverage we can have is excellent, because we want to promote the club and the good work it does and the community feel it's got. So hopefully we can kick on 3 points on Saturday, get extra coverage, and everyone goes home happy.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, and thanks for giving us the interview and the other lads as well.
That's brilliant. Thanks for coming down.
Good luck.
Appreciate that.
Good luck on Saturday.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so both of you came through the Norwich City Academy system. How do you think the early experience shaped you as players and prepared you for the level and demands of non-league football? We'll start with you, Toby.
Yeah, I think obviously Norwich is known for academy system, which plays out from the back and likes to play football. So obviously coming through the academy system, that's what we've been taught when younger, and it comes into practice when we're playing for Hitchin. That's the type of football we want to play. So it's definitely helped us in that sense.
Definitely. Ciaren?
Yeah, so I joined later on in terms of the academy system. I joined in the 23 system, and it was just that step in the physicality, playing against some men in the 23s and some players my age at the same time, and then that easy transition into men's football.
Brilliant. So you've both played 150 matches for Hitchin, which is a great milestone. What is it about this club that's kept you here and made it feel like home, Ciaren?
I think the fans is the main thing. The coaches as well. I mean, ever since I've been here, Michael's been here, and it's just a real community club. So yeah, I think that's the main thing that brings me back to it, is the fans.
Are you from the area originally, or?
I'm from Luton, so it's like 15-20 minutes away, so it's not too bad. And when I was at Luton as an academy player, we used to come and play Hitchin quite a bit
in pre-season and stuff.
Yeah. So just know about them for quite a long time now.
Amazing. Toby?
Yeah, no, I'd agree. I mean, it's a big club and it has a big support as well, and we have that connection with, like in the bar, for example. We know most of the fans. We know the ones who come to home games, one that comes away games. Both of us have gone away from Hitchin and come back, and the reason why we've come back is because we enjoy it, and it's especially working as well at the same time. It's a big thing, wanting to turn up on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and for a club like this, that's an important thing. You go some places, teams are higher up than us, playing in front of 100 fans, where the last few seasons maybe haven't gone as well as you wanted to, but we still had the supports. We've still had 1,000 fans come and derby games against Royston. So it's a big thing, and whenever, as older players now, whenever younger players come in, that's one of the first things we speak to them about it. Even if they're not playing, we say to them, don't worry, like it's a big club. You want to stay here, just fight for your place, because when you do get into the team, you get your rewards and you do really enjoy it. So that's why a lot of players do go, but they still come back because the grass isn't green on the other side.
That's it. Great. So you played alongside each other for several seasons now. How is that understanding between you developed on and off the pitch, and how important is it that chemistry to Hitchin's overall strength? Start with you, Tom.
Yeah, I think it comes back to just enjoying it, really. I think obviously we spent a lot of time over the last few years. I mean, I wouldn't consider myself to be old at 27, but we're some of the older ones now. So in terms of even just little things like organising the holidays, the nights out, obviously we speak about it a lot. We're in the committee. There's a few other boys as well.
Nice.
But again, turning up, and even little things. For example, last week we had a game on a Friday. The fact that most of us have gone out on a Saturday together and we actually want to do it. You don't have to do it, but we want to do it. So we obviously bond on and off the pitch, and the times where we've had the best connection on the pitch is when we have the best connection off the pitch in the change room, and that's what we've had over the last few years, even despite the results. But as I said, everyone's enjoyed being there. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I still don't know what he does on the pitch half the time. But
same for him.
But yeah, like you said, the chemistry off the pitch brings the chemistry on the pitch. And that's a big thing that last year I think we lacked, was that off the pitch connection. Whereas this year we've got a few decent lads that have come in.
Yeah.
And hopefully then come into the season, the rewards are there.
Talk to us about the team holidays then. So you said you've been on holiday together. What happens, or is it what stays on tour?
No, it's to be fair, we've had a good, as Ciaren said, we've had a good few turnouts in the last few years. We've always been away at the end of the year. I think last year, having a manager change halfway through the season, I think the players which came in, they were great on the pitch, but I don't think they were as, I think because we had such a changeover halfway through the season, we had players from different distances coming. So, for example, when we go into the bar afterwards, they've got a 2-hour journey to get home, so they haven't really been as connected to the change room feel. So, so in the previous years when we had closer, we've had quite a big turnover. We had 15 people going on holiday and things, whereas this year we're looking for the same. So,
was it Butlins you went to, or?
No, Benidorm, Alfura. We went to Magaluf last year.
Amazing.
And, hoping for a good one this year.
Yeah, fantastic. That's really good. I've just lost my place. Hang on a second. Yep. So the 5-1 result against Baldock, which you won, right, midweek, was one of the team's stand-up performances recently. From your perspective as senior players, what clicked that day, and what lessons do you take into the next match?
Yes. So Baldock was a cup game. It was a cup game against a team in the league below. But then games like that, it's almost just as hard as a league game. To the fact that like the team they're coming up against, it's a big game for them. They're going to be up for it, and I was one of them players. I haven't clicked just yet. Just a few injuries of like a few contact injuries which haven't really gone to a flow of it. So I got some minutes, and it was a good for the players who haven't been starting every game to get some minutes. I think the game on Saturday was a better example of us starting to finally click, because for all the play that we've had recently, all the possession we've had, and all the final third entries, we haven't hit the target as much and haven't scored as many goals. And I think the last two games we spoke about in training, we've scored 9 goals in 2 games, which is we're finally getting our rewards for the effort, which if you look at the result you don't really see as much. So that's probably the main positive that we looked at for the last 2 games.
Amazing. Cool.
Yeah, I didn't feature on Tuesday, but yeah, I think it came from the game on Saturday where we were so dominant in the first half against Marlow, and I think we bang on about it all the time that we're playing well, but we just don't have that final product, and at some point it's going to click, and then hopefully clicks for a few games.
Anyway, so finally, with Beyond the Barclay covering the game on Saturday as part of our Canary Club series, how special is it to have that extra attention on Hitchin? And what would it mean to put in another strong display under the spotlight?
I think it's a big game. There's a lot of ex-players for them that were here previously, so it seems to be whenever we play against ex-players, they seem to have their best game. So we've got to up our game as well, because they're going to play that extra 10%. But yeah, I think in terms of Saturday, I think there'll be a big crowd. It's a local game. So we've just got to do what we did on Saturday last week and Tuesday and take it into Saturday.
Excellent.
Yeah, exactly the same. I think we just need to make sure we're continuing to keep working hard, and even though we've got 2 good results in the last week or so, we just need to make sure we keep chipping away, working hard, and keep playing the same way we're playing against, just making sure we're keeping shots on target and getting the goals that we've deserved over the last few weeks.
Excellent. Well, we'll be here on Saturday and obviously covering the game, and hopefully speak to you afterwards, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Cheers.
Thank you very much.